All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to another great episode on your favorite political talk show, The Truth with Ben Jokes. Now, Governor of Plateau State, Caleb Mutfwang, has come under serious fire for his latest utterance regarding the recent killings in Plateau State. Now, we are all aware that for the past 2 months, Fulani terrorists have been attacking many communities in Plateau State, killing scores of Christians. And I recall very clearly that this same governor, Caleb, was on Arise TV after the Christmas Eve attack, which claimed the lives of about 200 people. And he said the attack was clearly an act of terrorism. He said it was an act of terrorism and ethno-religious cleansing, that whatever anybody was saying was not true, that it was pure terrorism. But then the same governor left his state while the indigenes were mourning to go and pay a Christmas Day visit to Tinubu in Lagos. That was when a lot of people began to complain about him. And few days after he thanked Tinubu for allowing the Supreme Court to uphold his victory, he has now come out to make a statement that has ruffled feathers. A very shocking statement regarding the killings. Before I show you what he said and how Nigerians reacted, let me quickly show you this update about the female soldier who accused those 3 high-ranking officers of sexual molestation. I remember clearly that the day I dropped that update, a lot of people were very emotional about it. So I decided to follow up the story so that people can at least feel better when they learn that she's in good shape and she's being taken care of. And of course, to those subscribers who are saying the numerous bad news coming out of Nigeria are getting to them psychologically, this should cheer you up a little bit. Look at how the papers reported her present situation. She was in high spirit, says minister, after visiting abused female soldier. The Minister of Women Affairs, Uju Kennedy Ohaneye, has shared an update on the Nigerian female soldier, Ruth Ogunleye, who recently accused her superiors of abusing her. Kennedy Ohaneye disclosed on her X account on Thursday that Ogunleye is currently undergoing rehabilitation and is under the observation of officers from both the Nigerian Army and the Ministry of Women Affairs. In a video that gained widespread attention, Ogunleye accused a colonel and 2 other senior officers of subjecting her to stigmatization, intimidation, and sexual harassment. She asserted that the colonel, unhappy after she rejected his advances, disrupted her life and halted her salary in February 2023. She claimed that after reporting the incident to higher authorities, her grievances were purportedly dismissed, while the colonel labeling her as mentally ill. Kennedy Ohaneye wrote, "In keeping with my earlier resolve, I was at the facility where the female soldier Ruth Ogunleye is undergoing rehabilitation earlier this week. Aside from noticeable improvement from my last visit to her, she was in high spirits and we interacted cordially. I am impressed and must commend the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Taoreed Lagbaja, for the top-notch care and attention given to her by Army through the deployment of their personnel to the facility. On our own part, the ministry also deployed a desk officer to monitor her recovery in keeping with our mandate to promote the welfare and well-being of Nigerian women. The minister had earlier visited Lagbaja, urging a thorough investigation and emphasizing her commitment to preventing the matter from being overlooked." Now, a lot of people may say, why is she still with the military? Why should they be the ones to look after her? First of all, I am happy that she's hale and healthy and nothing has happened to her. Secondly, if she were to live like that, these men who supposedly wanted to harass her may go after her life and just kill her wherever she is. And they will frame it like suicide. They'll say the lady took her own life out of depression, or even bring back the issue of mental illness that they framed around her. But now that the issue is in the limelight and everybody is looking at it. I think it's better like this for now. And of course, the Nigerian army would also like to show her love and care now to prove that they are a responsible organization. But that proof will be in their investigation of this matter to get to the root of the matter and punish offenders appropriately. And then una go show say una be responsible organization. Now, let us look at what the governor of Plateau State, Caleb Mutfwang, said that brought him under serious fire. Look at how the papers reported it. Drug abuse responsible for rising insecurity in Plateau, Governor Mutfwang. Governor Caleb Mutfwang of Plateau has vowed to clamp down on drug peddlers in the state, saying that drug abuse was largely responsible for the rising insecurity in the state. The governor said this on Friday when he visited communities affected by the recent attacks in Mangu local government area and other parts of the state. He expressed his deep pain at the sight of the carnage and wanton destruction of lives and property during the attacks. Mr. Mutfwang said that the killings were a reflection of the behavior of drug-induced youths, stressing that their business of peddling illicit drugs must come to an end. Of course, there was the involvement of drugs. This is something we must tackle to be able to address the issues of the drug menace in our society. This is why we want to use this medium to tell those in drug business to know that their time on the plateau is up. We will not tolerate it any longer. We will go after them. And if they have anywhere they want to do their business, Plateau is certainly not the place, he said. Mr. Mutfwang called on citizens to be wary of people who are bent on causing division in the state, adding that the recent security challenge was a deliberate act to cripple the economy of the state. Now, I don't even want to jump into conclusion and say that this man has totally sold out, because a lot of people from Plateau State say the man is performing. But this kind of statement should be avoided. A statement that tries to give another meaning to what is happening in Plateau State should be avoided, because this is the same kind of stuff that the people at the top, the enemies at the top, are saying. That what is happening should not be seen as a religious war, that it is just people having misunderstanding, but it is actually a religious war. So the truth must be told. And look at how Nigerians reacted. Look at some of the tweet reactions. This tweet came from somebody who is from Plateau State, and she wrote, "Mr. Governor, sir, at Caleb Mutfwang, we, the good people of Plateau, would like to know if you made this statement. I am asking respectfully because I know you have been speaking the truth concerning the issues bedeviling the state. We would like to know if your position has changed. I am giving you the benefit of the doubt because I know how Nigerian media houses have been lately. Kindly respond to this so we know if this is about making a deal with the devil or part of the mischief of this reporting body. Thank you." A deal with the devil, meaning they gave you the Supreme Court victory so that you can start twisting the narrative. Now, this lady was very kind, but others who tweeted were not so kind. This tweet by Momo says, "This is not different from Jang," that is the former governor of Plateau State, "another Fulani terrorist stooge. Plateau people, you are very unfortunate with leadership selection." And this tweet here says, "Did you just say drug abuse in Plateau? That peaceful set of humans that lives like Oyibo before the Fulanis came to destroy their peace? If you say there is drugs in Plateau, why haven't the drugs in Lagos caused insecurity? Abi, you don't know, say, na Lagos be drug lord state." Wow. And this tweet here says, "God will punish you, Mr. Governor." Oh! And Skype here tweeted, "Who are these new crop of irresponsible human beings that call themselves governors? What kind of irresponsible statement is this? Calling white black. I thought that this kind of corruption ended with Buhari." Oh! And this tweet by I Am Sam says, "This is one of the deals you accepted from the Supreme Cabal to remain as governor. You have traded off your people for power. Mr. Governor, who is supplying the drugs under your watch? Keep deceiving yourself, sir." And this tweet here by Big Wig Austin says, useless folks don't take over governance. That is it, my brother. And Daddy Atta here tweeted, he said, this one is just an order. That means this one is a fool. Wow. Wow. And this tweet by King Gaiman says, elders are more stupid this time around. Used to think it comes with wisdom and maturity, but they keep disappointing. Now, wow. Now, anyone that knows Caleb Mutfwang, governor of Plateau State, should tell him that the worst thing he can do to himself is to be in bed with the APC. It will not end well for him, neither will it end well with the people of Plateau State. That is all I will say about that. I'm not going to talk any other thing more. Finally, exchange rate advances to 1,423 naira to $1. On your mandate, we shall stand. I don't clear Nabi. The biggest fools and losers in all these are the poor people that supported APC, because these politicians are cashing out. Nothing concerned them. The rich getting richer and the poor getting poorer. And that's so it will continue until Nigerians unite to kick the APC out of power. But until then, make I still enter town. Make I go get some ogbonge political news wey una go like. Why? Because now because of una, now I dey here. So, don't go away.